Hey, so I just made this Chicago city flag wall decoration thing from some pallet wood I found right here in Chicago, and I'm going to show you how I did it. I got hold of 2 pallets that someone was throwing away and used an ordinary claw hammer to tear them down and remove all the rusty nails. I was able to salvage most of the wood and only had to throw away a couple of pieces. From all the wood I got, I selected 4 thinner pieces from the wood from the top of the pallets and 1 wider piece from the wood from the bottom of the pallets. I sanded all the pieces with 80 grit sandpaper just to knock down the surface a little and get rid of loose pieces of wood. I was going for a rustic look, so I didn't want to sand the wood completely smooth. I used plain acrylic craft paint to paint the wood, except I diluted it about 1:1 with water. I wanted more of a wash than a paint so that the character of the wood would come through. I painted 2 of the thin pieces and the wide piece white, and I painted the other 2 thin pieces light blue. I bought some nicer wood from the home center to make 2 backing pieces. I wanted these to be straight and smooth, and if I had a joiner and planer, I could have used some cleaned up pallet wood. I cut these pieces a little less than the height of the flag, which happens to be 20 inches. About 1/3 of the way from the top of each of these, I drilled a pilot hole in the side and then screwed in eye hooks. I lined up the backing pieces and glued and screwed them onto the front pieces. I took my time to make sure everything was lined up nicely. I put the screws in back to front so they wouldn't show on the front face. In retrospect, I really should have spread these backing pieces further apart, but it worked out anyway. Then I took some framing wire and attached it to one hook with a knot I learned from a framer. It's simple but holds well. I left a fair amount of slack in the wire and then repeated the knot on the other hook. Then I took some felt bumpers and placed them on the backing pieces to protect the wall when I hang the flag. Chicago's flag has 4 6-pointed stars, and to make those, I printed a star onto some cereal box cardboard. My printer accepted the cardboard with just a little bit of coaxing. Then I cut the star out and traced it 4 times onto another piece of wide pallet wood. I cut the stars out with a coping saw, which took quite a bit of time. A bandsaw or even a jigsaw would have been really helpful here, but the coping saw worked and it adds a little bit of character. Then I sanded the stars with 80 grit and painted them with diluted acrylic craft paint. When the paint was dry, I glued the stars to the front of the flag with wood glue. Once the glue was dry, I hung the flag on the wall. Well, I think it's pretty freaking cool. If you liked it, like the video, give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to keep up to date with my newest videos, or follow me on Twitter at Makify1. Thanks for watching. Nailed it, no bloopers.